Hello everyone. So today isn't so much a redstone tutorial video as it is kind of a watch me figure out this thing I was kind of trying to make for a while. Um so it's a system that's kind of based on this rails. I didn't know how to do this till I looked up a tutorial, but essentially the rail there at the back changes, and then if we press the button for this reset line down here, it'll change back. And I saw something that I really wanted to make. So what I really wanted to make was something I saw ImpulseSV make on the Hermitcraft server, which was a villager kind of zombifier converter that brought the villagers below, converted them, and put them back into their space. Right, I just gotta build up some stalls here, and I'll show you what I mean just after. I think I'll just do one. Right, I'm just creating a reset circuit down here. This is called a T flip-flop. As you can see though, in this version it's vertical rather than horizontal, just to kind of save in room and kind of change up the layer. I have this button then down here, and that's going to push on the cart, and then we'll just have to loop it up back around. I'm showing you one module, but I'm going to make more once I figure this part out. Alright, I'm just trying to figure out the redstone torch tower here and see if it'll change. I'm not too sure if it did. I think I'll need to change the rails. This observer here will set off that, and that'll trigger the system to come on. Right, so I'm going to try that again. Send that cart through and check up here, because I have to... Why don't they ever work? It's just kind of finicky. But yeah, I have the rail up here, so I'm going to reset it. And we'll just try that again. Yeah, that rail didn't flip on me. Okay. I found that happened anyway with the first one. See, when we pop it out, it'll switch. Redstone torch won't work, so we'll just pop that out and try to set it back up, and it might work better now that it's activated the first time. Ha! Why does it do this to me? Reset. Okay, so I got that part working, so I just need to set up the reset. I'm going to use some of the more expensive blocks and just do a redstone piston tower downwards. I found that was just the easiest way. Okay, we're just going to press this button and test this again just to make sure that it works. And if you come up here, you can see that the rail actually has flipped. So that would put the villager back into his system, and once we put this cart in, you'll see that it resets and we can send another villager to be zombified. So the idea is that the villager would go down, be zombified, and be brought back up to the slot he came from. Now I'm actually trying to do a test, but if you can't tell from these honey blocks, I did do a test and the villager died. Or he took damage, so let's bring this guy back in. Where is he? He's stuck. He's stuck on the honey blocks. That didn't soften the blow. Right, I'll just build this back up and we'll see where we get then, and we'll push you in and we'll reset this thing and try again. Not with the honey blocks. At this point I did something I didn't mean to do, and I don't know why I did it, and I accidentally hit this cart and he's gone. At this point I just said I'd try a creeper, because then I didn't feel as bad about killing such an innocent soul who didn't deserve it. And then I kind of went, how many lives can this guy take? Okay, that took longer than expected. Okay, now it's really time to show you what the system would look like if it was actually built up properly. Instead, this time I've decided to go with the piston and redstone block, so I can kind of push the button from further away. It's just going to work a bit easier. Okay, and I'm going to take out the last few placement blocks, and then we have it all finished. Majority, I just need to get the track back up there, but I love the look of like redstone when it's like multiplied over sections. And it's actually quite a simple circuit that I think I overcomplicated when watching someone else's video. But when you break down how the tracks work, it's super simple. Reset could be a bit better, a bit more professional, but other than that, like, it's just a T flip-flop and a redstone lamp tower, and some rails. You have it. I'm gonna get a bubble vader to bring these guys back up here. But yeah, this all resets and it's all good to go. So let's move on to the next part of the build. Okay, so the next part of the build is getting this hopper clock kind of system to send this guy in and tell the rail when to send him back out. Lock him in there for a minute and send him on his way. So this detector rail is going to trigger this T flip-flop, send a signal, unlocking that torch, which is going to allow the etho hopper clock to move. I honestly don't know if I'm doing this properly. I don't even know the proper way to take a signal from an etho hopper clock. I just kind of like spoof it as I go. So, but this is working as it should. It works. So, as you can see here, we're going to send this minecart into this little tinted glass box, trying to get a villager in. Get in the mine. Oh, get in the minecart. Where's it going? Okay. Do you know what? This still kind of proves my point. So yeah, after a certain time, this piston will let the minecart move back on. It should be filled with a villager. It shouldn't be empty, but you get the gist. So, and it's not moving. We'll fix that. Okay, so now a test of this thing with an actual villager. Send him down, send him in, and he's locked in, and he's molded with the glass. Because I should fill that part back in, and I think we'll be good to go. And look at this thing. We have our tube going back up. Our 5 villagers, obviously we want a lot more. But it's just an easy system then to get them down and get them back into the place you took them from, so you're not confused. And I have too many villagers running around on the floor. But yeah, tube going back up, down, and they'll continue the cycle back around. Oh, villagers. But yeah, that's the gist, so we're going to send this guy off and see how he does. And just keep an eye on it. He gets zombified by your man over there. Maybe the system clock is set a bit too long, but he should just get sent back off now in a second. Any second? Go on. Yo. Move it. Right, so that system is kind of taking a bit too long. And the hopper clock's still going, so that's going to be an issue. I kind of missed the guy going back in, but as you can see there, he's zombified. So then we'd sprinkle him with weakness potion and a golden apple and turn him back in to get those decent traits. Okay, let's try to get a proper shot this time. He's gonna go into the tube. We're gonna wait a ridiculously long time, maybe. And he's gonna die. And he's gone. And we get an empty minecart returned to us. It's a villager slaughter. They didn't deserve that. We'll just send this guy off instead. See how he does. I think in survival you can give the villagers armor to prevent this from happening. Okay, buddy, come on. No. They're all dying. This has just become an annoyance, so I'm just gonna put in some zombies and just clear some of these guys out. I don't feel like I'm the villainous party in this. I feel like I'm quite innocent in this. But honestly, they've become a head wreck, and I kind of can't have them running around this redstone place, just interfering with more and getting in the way. So this is how it's gonna be. And the guys without the helmets won't burn off. That's great. And of course they're going for the villagers now, but sure, it's too high up, so I'll just clear these guys out and we'll move on. I zombified another guy as a test, but this is our last guy now we have, so we're going to send him on so I can show you that he does make it safely back up. I know that you know he does, but we gotta make sure. Yeah, he didn't die this time, so we just gotta make sure that he gets back to his right slot. And you can see that that works. So when you label the top of their, I don't know, holding cells, you don't have to worry about that they'll end up in a different slot. They'll go. This totally disproves my point. This completely disproves my point. I think the zombies had triggered the cells earlier. We'll just send the boat down and we'll see what happens. Yeah. This is a mess. But you know, point still stands. The system does work. It's good. I was going to try trigger this again. I don't think that's not going to trigger, but he ended up back in the right slot anyways, so we're fine. We're fine. Alright guys, this was my first kind of redstone tutorial build. Not really tutorial, but showing you what kind of redstone I'm interested in and what I'm kind of trying to learn. And you know, it's so interesting trying to do all this, and I'm excited to get into more. I hope you all have a lovely day. Leave a like and a comment, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you.